On a warm, late summer afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. Here's the former Florida Gator Eddie Pinheiro to get us started. And off we go on EA Sports. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a third and long situation forthcoming.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And a throw right sideline is complete. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Hey, watch it, watch it.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll run on first down. Kraft, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. To throw is Watson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field.
On the ready.
Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He'll look to throw. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I got it. Check. Go. 50's the mark. 50.
Right here.
Hey, safety cream. Switch. 49, check 49, check. Squeeze. Hey, look, 3.
King to throw on third down. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley.
Good work, boys. Let's go.
So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
Ready? Right. 50. Hey, watch the lane. Switch. Go. Kill. Check. You got tape right there. Check. First down.
Here's King on first down. Dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Open man is Bourne. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Game situation. Let's go.
Check 43.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Akers. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. On fourth down, the Jets turning to Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal try. This from 25 yards out. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
There's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
57 to Mike. I'm coming for you. You mine. Hurry.
2nd and 9 now.
Go.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down. And that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
Hey, check 24. Check 24. Watch out. Nice ball. Fire ball. Double up. He's coming. Ball, try.
He'll drop to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here we go. What's the plan? Hey, let's get this. 57. Mike, 57.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check 31, check 31. Rotate.
2nd and 10. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score Jets 10, Falcons nothing.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Showing it. Showing it.
From the gun, King. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
A 44-yard attempt.
Catanzaro's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Watson rolling to his right, and this one's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. Back to throw. He's going to air one out. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
On second down, Kraft. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he loses the football a second time. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that's going to make this a 16-0 ball game. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive, a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
3rd and 2, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet 1st down.
14 yards. That's good for Jets.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Let's go, Mike. 50. You're not ready. You're not ready. Pick the edge. Pick the edge. Go. Check three.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Here we go. Set. Touch the outlaw. The pass. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Yeah. Three down. Check 52. Joker. Check 99. Shift. Watch twist.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Here we go. Double dog. He's coming. 36. Hey, switch gears. Hey, switch. Back. Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go for it all. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And you're under a minute to go in the half. The first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, see if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Throwing again on second down. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Look at the spin.
Balance.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Stay with your man. Shoot. Go.
They'll set up a throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You better bring Jim. That's it. 57.
They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
It's just me. Me and you. It's just me and you. Out. Get the step.
They're going to look to throw. He sets to fire deep. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kraft. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going for it. It's Watson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? Here we go.
Looking to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Hey, we got 3 down.
2nd and 6. Staying on his feet. Stepping up, he'll try and run. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
That one for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
That's another Jets. 1st down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
Check 9.
They'll drop the throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 7-yard line.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57.
They'll try the right side with Jones. Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Falcons grab it. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 40. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Point after, up and good. And that will get them one closer. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll keep it on the ground. Akers, and he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here we go, 50, 50, Mike 50. They can't hang with us. Hey, let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Looking deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Complete. It's Johnson. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set. 15 on it. 15 on it. 50. Will. Pick it up. Whip, whip. Whip, whip. Watch the whip. Wahoo.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Got the connection here to Bourne. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Complete to Kendrick Bourne. First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here we go. Get out the play. Get track. Get track.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. Second and goal from the 6 this time.
He's checking.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Jets will extend their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. That'll be caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons.
70, Indy. Hey, tighten down, there you go.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. The Falcons on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. He'll look to throw. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now 5 of 6, very accurate since taking over, and he's got his guys a first down. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way, but you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll run with it from there.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Calvin Ridley, 69 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like when we talk about the defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. 2nd and 15. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard. brings up 2nd and 11 at the 38-yard line. Today,